arrived, found out that we're not getting dropped to our accommodation. But guess what? I'm in nature, so I don't give a damn. I can just feel the change in my energy already. I've learned some new information. I don't think I'll be going to cities anymore. I'm not made for the city. I'm not made for the city. I'm made for jungles, beaches, waves, rivers, mountains. I feel so good. So just walking 10 minutes to my accommodation. Walking up a hill. But guess what? I just climbed 4,000 meters with a backpack. So this hill ain't got nothing on Acantanango. Butterflies. I'm so happy. I was just listening to Hein's podcast on the way here. Actually, I listened to an audiobook. I was listening to the new Hunger Games. Fell asleep, so I'm definitely going to start that again because I was coming in and out of bits of the story and it was really interesting. Listen to Hein's podcast and I've just had some real revelations. Like my career. I don't resonate with the career anymore. I don't want to go back to the job that I was working. I hate it. I've just had, like, I'm here to pave my own way. And I don't want to go back to that. So I think this is the start of committing to this now. Because I knew it was always possible, but I never made a commitment. I'm feeling hopeful. Right, let me find the way here. This is so funny to me. Excited to be here. I was just reflecting and I realised that I'm really happiest when I'm in nature, when there's not many people around, like just having meaningful conversations with a few people every day. I'm content. I don't need to have small talk with a lot of people every day like you do in the city, like, oh hi, how's life, how are you doing? Like, I want to know what difficulty you just overcome. What put you into the depths of the ground, but what inspired you to get back up? That's what I want to know. I know there's a purpose for small talk. I know there is. And it can be a good way to get into getting to know someone. But when the entire conversation is small talk and you're never really getting anywhere, you're just touching surface, which is fine. Some people like that. But it really... maybe it's part of neurodivergency, I don't know, but it really is draining for me. And I'm just so excited to spend this time in intimacy with nature, intimacy with myself. Like, I've got my whole little front yard. I'm going to set up my yoga mat. I'm going to go have a shower. I was thinking maybe I'll wash my hair, but I think I'm going to do it tomorrow because I plan to go to Semek Champney tomorrow. I don't mind actually showing my location on this one because by the time I post this video I'll be out of the location. I just get a bit weary showing my location when I'm in the place, but I'm out. I'll be out by the time, so I don't mind sharing exactly where I am, so you can come here if you want to. But yeah, I had a good sleep on the bus, to be honest. Like, it initially took me a while to get to sleep, but I had a whole road to myself. I was listening to a audiobook, I already told you that, but I think I went to sleep from maybe like 1:30, 2 a.m. and the journey was supposed to take 7 hours, but I'm glad it took a bit longer because that meant that I got a bit longer sleep. So I think I got about 7 hours sleep, which is pretty decent for me on transport. The bus, I was at the back of the bus, so every time he was going over a big bump, my body was literally which is funny. But yeah, I'm just going to relax now. Hello. I thought I'd just include you in this because I haven't been able to use my electric toothbrush in about, I'd say, since my homestay, so maybe a week and a half now, and I've really missed it a bit because I forgot my adapter. I bought the whole charger and then realised my adapter doesn't even adapt to this. What is the point of these? Can someone explain? They're not in any bathrooms in any country apart from America. Someone explain that. But I found this little thing for £2.90 in Antigua. So let's see if it works. I really hope it does. I miss my electric toothbrush. Guys! Oh, yes! Oh, I'm so happy. Guys, my teeth are going to feel clean again. Yay! Man said that was a silo. I'm not sure if that's correct. I have to do my research, but I beg to differ. I think that's, you know, that dinosaur in, sorry to keep bringing up Jurassic Park, that one where they train them, so they learn to domesticate these little dragons. Dinosaurs. I literally fell asleep reading my book. I'm so tired, but it's so beautiful. I feel like a wild child. I'm home. Good morning. Currently in the town of Lanquin. I've just had a chaotic journey here. This man was trying to well, he's not even a man, he's like 20 years old, trying to get me in his tuk-tuk. I said no, and I kept walking. In the end, he gave me a free tuk-tuk ride to the Collectivo. Now I'm in the Collectivo, about to go to Simuk Champagne. So here is the town. I'm currently by myself. I hope this is legit. Oh my goodness. Pray for me. I didn't know when I should get off, and I was about to miss my stop, and they were like, no, gracias. And I just bought a water from this gentleman. I said, how much? He was like, 5 quetzales. And he was like, I just charged the 2 in front of you 10. So it does pay to speak a bit of Spanish, even though my Spanish is declining at an alarming rate. I just haven't felt very sociable the last couple of weeks, so, and a lot of tourists, so not been practicing much, but I'm going to make it my mission to practice. But I forgot to say happy astrological new year. It's currently spring today. It's the 20th of March. I think I might get some fruit. Yeah, I should get some fruit. climbing to the mirador. I so desperately want to swim. This is the first time in weeks, I think, since I started this trip. Since I was last in the jungle, this is the first time I've been at just over sea level. I've been at altitude this whole time. So I'm really hot. I would love to go for a swim, but I'm going to look at the viewpoint first, because I know after I swim I won't want to climb this. In the middle of the jungle, I'm starting to think that, you know how we all gravitate towards one aspect of nature, say it's forest, the ocean. I think the jungle and me, two peas of the pod. I think I was Tarzan growing up, climbing off trees. I was always on monkey bars, but I feel at home in the jungle, in any part of nature, even the forest, but I love the jungle. I'm sweating. I don't know if you can see it. There's the sun. But I'm sweating. I haven't sweated this much in ages. Wow. I have taken off my top because it was so sweaty that I think it was doing me more harm than good. But I'm heading back down. I'm so excited to go for a swim, you don't understand. I don't know if this camera is doing it justice, but my skin is literally wet. Oh wow, my shoulder looks muscly. Ooh. Don't think I'm wearing appropriate shoes, but they did well. I think I've overworked these shoes. I can start to feel the bottom of the floor through them, so the support's going. Hope they last. People are so nice in Lanquin. I'm just here looking out. I've been bird watching this morning. I've been doing all sorts. I've seen hummingbirds, yellow bright vibrant birds. I really realize how much nature and being away from nature affects me, and how I'm able to function and live in my purpose and have clear thoughts that are mine. I don't know if that makes sense, but in the city I find myself really getting lost in all the energies. It's really hard to ground myself basically, and I've realized that nature and being around nature is non-negotiable for me, especially on this backpacking trip. These 3 days I've been here, I've been really questioning whether backpacking's for me, whether I need to change my way of traveling, and I do think I need to change it. It's been nice to go through Guatemala and see different things, meet different people, but I think the period of my life I'm really here to go deep, go deep within, plant roots and make strong connections with people, whether that be locals. So I think I'm going to opt for more of the volunteering route. Like, I have to accept that I'm not going to see everything that I want to see, but I think that's a sacrifice I'm willing to make. Or I can do both. I can do like bits of volunteering, bits of backpacking. I just know the backpacker lifestyle is not for me at all. If I have to answer the question of where I'm going one more time, I don't know where I'm going. I could be in India next week. If that's where my intuition is telling me to go, that's where I could be. So I don't want to answer that question anymore. I know people are being nice and that's how you get to know people, but I don't want it. But that's not even what I came here to talk about. Two nights ago, I've had really beautiful meditations here. Wow. Like, as soon as it gets dark, I put in a guided meditation / Reiki session, and I'll just get lost. And 2 nights ago, I could feel it in my body. I was holding on to something, not letting go of like things that I've been through, people. Oh, that's what I was going to say. I was really grieving everyone or everything that I've loved so deeply that's no longer in my life, whether that's because they've passed on, because we just naturally grew apart, and especially romantic relationships. And I came to such a beautiful realization. It was painful to realize, but I came to the realization that for me, the reason I have such a hard time letting go of people is because I was seeing, how can I say this without being so crazy? Okay, in relationships, friendships, everything, everyone I believe is a mirror to you to a certain extent. So the love you feel for someone else is just a mirror of the love you have within you. I think it's easy to get addicted to that feeling that you get from someone, not realizing that the thing you're getting addicted to is within you. The reason I miss these people so much is because I'm not acknowledging or witnessing the love that is already within me. People are just reflections and mirrors of the love you have within yourself. So notice the qualities that you're noticing within other people. For me, it was a feeling of feeling loved. I guess I've gone through a lot of my life not feeling that way, especially by the people I've loved, in my family, just not feeling seen, heard. So when I got that in someone, and when I had to eventually say goodbye to the people that I loved for various reasons or another, it really left a void within me. But I realised that void was just not acknowledging the love I already had within myself. We are all just little pockets of light. We are all just pockets of this universe, and we all carry the same things within us. And the difference between someone who is embodied and someone who's not is they acknowledge all aspects of themselves. And sometimes, for me, the easiest things for me to acknowledge were the negative parts of myself, and shaming myself, guilting myself. But what is even harder for me to acknowledge is all the light and the love I have within myself. How big my capacity is to love. Relationships ending are really, like, they're heartbreaking, but it's also a big realization. Wow, I really loved that deeply, and I really, like, all the friends that are out of my life at the moment, not at the moment, in a past life, I feel like I'm in a whole different timeline to some of the friendships that once meant so much to me, but I still cherish them for that part of my life, for being there for that phase of my life. And I think I'm rambling a bit, but the moral of the story is, it's really normal to miss people and miss the memories and things, but when you look more beyond the surface, in my case, it was a failure to recognize the light and the love I had within myself. So I was missing it in someone else. But yeah, that's what needed to come off my chest. I didn't even want to speak about it because it's something that I'm still moving through, moving on from periods of your life and people, not because something was wrong, but because you know you deserve better in life. And that's a hard pill to swallow. Accepting the decisions you've made and moving on in life because you know you deserve better. It really brings up a lot of shadow in you. It's making me upset now. But I'm proud of myself for leaving behind things that don't align with me. Not in a like I'm better than anyone sense, but I know I was put on this earth for a purpose, and you can't force other people to see and live with that purpose as well. Not everyone wants to commit themselves to this path of healing, and I can't force people to come on this road with me. Is to witness yourself in your fullest and your light and your dark. It takes skill, it takes determination, it takes bravery. That's not saying anyone who doesn't want to face their shadows and really commit to healing and letting go of the stories, the narratives, and just being. That's what I'm trying to get at, just being. But yeah, it takes bravery, and I'm proud of myself. And I don't feel alone anymore. I feel so connected to Earth. I know this is the path I'm supposed to be on. And I'm figuring it out. If you're wondering what this plaster is, I fell over onto the rocks today. It was so painful. I was just skipping, going to the bathroom. Basically the bathroom's about a 100-meter walk from here, so it's a tiny bit annoying because sometimes I forget that I need to go to the toilet on the way back, and I'll get in and then I'll just be bursting and then I'll have to run to the toilet. But yeah, I cut my leg. It was bleeding a little bit, but it's okay. Today is my last day here in Lanquin. I leave in the morning to go to Flores, and then I'll be moving on to a second country, Belize.